Well, the number of COVID-19 cases in Karnataka has increased to 523, with 11 new cases being reported in the state on Tuesday. The death toll stands at 20, while 207 people have been discharged after recovering. Now, Bengaluru reported one new COVID-19 case on Tuesday. The total number of cases in the city stands at 131, with 5 deaths being reported. Also, 58 individuals have been discharged after recovery. The only case from the city today, patient number 513, was tested as part of the random testing drive by the authorities. 23 people were randomly tested on Saturday and Sunday, and patient 513 was one among them. Following the increase in number of cases in the city, now the BBMP officials have taken up random testing in Padarayanpura and Hunsandra. 93 people have already been tested as a part of this exercise. Following a migrant labourer from Bihar turning a super spreader by infecting 30 people in COVID-19 in Hunsandra, panic has gripped other residents of Bommanahalli too. The residents reportedly have been urging local MLA Satish Reddy to send the labourers back or make an alternative arrangement for them. The unending demands of migrant workers from Bihar lodged at quarantine centre in Hunsandra are proving to be a headache for the authorities. Now the migrants have reportedly demanded branded clothes, sweets as well. The harried officials finally distributed clothes to migrant workers. All the COVID warriors have been putting their lives on the line every day to ensure that people stay indoors. COVIDians seem to have no compassion or respect for them. The Bihari migrant workers who have been quarantined at a hotel reportedly spat on one of the corona warriors who was helping the BBMP officers. The migrant workers even threatened him of dire action for asking them to maintain social distancing.
ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಒಂಥರ ದೌರ್ಜನ್ಯ ಥರ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು, ನಾವು ಅವ್ರು ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಸರಿ, ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಗಲೀಜು ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ನಾವೇ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದು, ನಮಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಂದರೆ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಏನೋ ಹೋದರೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಏನೋ ನೀರು ಉಗಿದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಬೀಳ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಏನು ನೀರು ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಓಡ್ತಾವನು ಒಬ್ಬ. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ತಕ್ಷಣ ತುಕ್ಕೆ ಗಾಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ದ.
Well, the government and the BBMP is making arrangements for migrant labourers and construction workers. Several of these people continue to suffer amidst the lockdown. Several of these people in the city continue to struggle for even food and water amidst the deadly pandemic. Sources suggest that BBMP is planning to demolish sheds of migrant labourers after a spike in COVID-19 cases. The spike in cases have been attributed to a large number of people living in tiny sheds without maintaining basic hygiene. A city magistrate has remanded Padarayanpura violence main accused Irfan in police custody till May 1st. Irfan was produced before the 3rd ACMM magistrate via video conference. Irfan was arrested by the JJ Nagar cops on Monday. In what comes as a huge relief, police personnel posted at the Padarayanpura containment zone during the mob rampage, and those who visited the area a day later have tested negative for the virus. The police personnel, including Police Commissioner Bhaskar, Additional Police Commissioner Soumyendu Mukherjee, West DCP Ramesh Bonnet, amongst others, had got themselves tested after it came to light that 5 of the arrested vandals tested positive. Home Minister Basuraj Bommai, who had visited the ward too, tested negative. Police Commissioner Bhaskar tweeted about it. Well, led by our Home Minister Basuraj Bommai, over 100 of our policemen who had ventured into Padarayanpura underwent the COVID-19 test, and to much relief came negative. Blessings of Bengalurians. In bit of a news that has come as a major relief, all around 73 residents of Hongsandra have tested negative for the virus. The health officials had collected the throat swab samples of the residents after several positive cases had been reported from the area. However, the test results have come back as negative, allaying the fears of more individuals having contracted the virus in the containment zone. But the authorities are leaving nothing to chance. Health officials shifted 17 more residents of Hongsandra to the C.V. Raman Nagar hospital to be tested for the virus. The individuals were taken to the hospital in BMTC bus. Security was heightened at Haj Bhavan in Heightened Nagar, where Padra and Pura accused have been lodged. Cops have also been monitoring situation inside Haj Bhavan through CCTV, and nobody except for the medical staff are being allowed inside. With the lockdown putting all normal court proceedings on hold, the Registrar General of the Karnataka High Court has issued a directive cancelling summer vacations for the High Court and district courts as well. The orders were issued upon the directives given by the Chief Justice Abhay Oka after a meeting of the High Court justices. Now the decision was taken in the backdrop of cases being piled up due to the lockdown. Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa held a meeting with the Department of Finance officials in his office at Vidhan Sauda. The meeting, which was attended by Chief Secretary and officials of Finance Department, was held to discuss the state's finances, which has taken a hit due to the lockdown. Accordingly, certain new guidelines were chalked out to revive economy activities in the districts declared as green zones. Revenue Minister R. Ashoka has said that metro construction activities will be resumed in the city as labourers involved in the construction are residing on site as per the guidelines of the state government. Speaking to the reporters at Vidhan Sauda, Ashoka has said that pothole repair works will also be resumed.
ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಈ ಯಾರು ಲೇಬರರ್ಸ್ ಮೆಟ್ರೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಲೇಬರರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇ ಆದಂಥ ಲೇಬರರ್ಸ್ ಶೆಡ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶುರು ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲವೇ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪಾಟ್ಹೋಲ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಕರೋನಾಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಗದಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಅಗದಾಕಿ ಬ್ಯಾರಿಕೇಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ಇದೆ.
Well, opposition leader in the assembly, Siddaramaiah, has held a meeting with various heads of the labour organizations and discussed in detail about the troubles faced by them during lockdown. Their meeting was also attended by KPCC Chief D.K. Shivkumar, H. Revanna and even K.C. Venugopal.
ಸುಮಾರು 20 ಸಂಘಟನೆಗಳಿಗೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಂಘಟನೆಗಳು ಬಂದಿದ್ದರು. ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು. ಅವರ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರು ಲಿಖಿತ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Following relaxation of lockdown, heavy traffic was witnessed across the city. Cops were seen having a tough time due to the heavy vehicular movement and even caught a mini bus ferrying IT employees without maintaining social distancing.
Yashwantpur has always been considered as a busy junction, and right now you can clearly go ahead and see the fact that there is already a lot of security which is in place too, because the number of vehicles plying on the roads has just increased over the past few hours. Now we are having over hundreds of vehicles which are plying on the streets as well, and therefore the security too has been increased at this checkpost, and then additional barricades too are being put over here as well.
Even though Bengaluru remains in the red zone, a large number of motorists and people were seen at Anandrao Circle. Traffic piled up as only 2 routes were open for vehicular movement. Similar scenes were witnessed at KR Circle as well. Police have been checking all the vehicles, and those without valid passes are being seized. Several firms are continuing to sack their employees despite Prime Minister Modi's appeal. Yet another instance has been reported in the city where an online ticket booking portal firm, Travel Yari, has reportedly sacked around 50 employees. According to sources, the employees who were working in the Kormangla and Bengaluru offices have been laid off. Furthermore, the employees also allege that the company is not responding to their calls or emails.
So the HR has not been agreeing for me for the paying the salary, and they are not even convincing for us. They are asking us to go with the unpaid leave, which is for 6 months. If in between this, if you are just getting any other job, you can just go and join with that job. Else, we can't just provide you the job in our company for the upcoming for 6 months. After that, also based on the company performance, we'll think and we'll just provide you the salary, which is the pending of February and March.
Despite repeated efforts to create awareness about social distancing and to avoid large gatherings, several residents were seen crowding to collect free biryani food packets at Sampangi Ramnagar. A long queue was seen at the area where people stood without following adequate social distancing. However, the distribution was halted after the packets reportedly ran out. A Bengaluru company has developed a prototype machine that generates nanobubbles which oxidizes the contaminants on human body. Like other current sanitizers, this machine also covers the entire body by blowing cool fog-like air on them. A person just needs to stand in front of the machine for 20 seconds as it releases the fog and sanitizes them.
This will not wet the body, unlike any other spray or mist kind of a thing. It is very safe, and you require only 20 seconds to sanitize an entire body. So within 20 seconds you are sanitized, and these machines are such that bigger machines can sanitize about 300 plus people per hour with a 20-second exposure, and smaller machines can sanitize about 180 people per hour, and this can be used in colleges, schools, soft tech parks, malls.
Some of the best tech brains of the city too are doing their bit in combating the dreaded coronavirus. One such instance is Apurva, a techie who has designed a software that will help cops monitor the social distancing between the public in densely populated areas like markets and several other places. Now, the software, which functions in real time, will also help identify those violating social distancing norms.
One in this far distance, first and foremost is we identify people in this, right? We use AI, precisely deep learning techniques for identifying people in this scene, which is pretty complex. Okay. Once you identify that, then the next thing comes up is measurement of the distance between people. Correct. And that's very difficult because people who are near would look bigger, people who are far would look smaller. Correct. And the distance also has to be calibrated appropriately. Correct. For that, we convert the scene to a top view scene.
Senior citizens were seen lending a helping hand to the police in the city by checking passes and managing traffic. Hundreds of vehicles plying without passes were seized by the police, and the seniors lent a helping hand in doing so.
Sometimes jump and they come in a government vehicle and with 5 people. Where is the social distancing? Sometimes it's a little bit frustrating, but we do our job, what to do. It's for our Karma Bhumi, Karnataka, we support.
Well, showing their humane side, Kumaraswamy Layout police have come to the rescue of starving stray dogs in their area. Accordingly, the policemen led by Inspector Basavraj are feeding the strays every day. The police personnel are reportedly preparing the food at their station and are feeding it to the stray dogs near JP Nagar and Yalchenadi metro stations. Well, residents of Dodbalapur in Bengaluru rural district were seen showering flowers on police in appreciation of their hard work during these testing times. The heartwarming scenes were witnessed during a flag march by cops in the town. Nanbharti Nagar police busted a prostitution racket in their area. They have arrested the main accused Prajwal and also rescued 12 girls during the raid. According to police, the girls had been forced into prostitution after being lured by promises of singing opportunities in an orchestra. One of the trafficked girls had narrated her woes to her friend, who managed to contact a lawyer for help. The lawyer then tweeted her plight to Bengaluru city cops, who swung into action and rescued the girls. Well, the CCB cops have arrested a man for selling liquor illegally on Palace Road. The police have seized 24 liquor bottles, car and mobile from the accused Roshan. Accused used to sell expensive foreign liquor at a high price. A bar owner from Bomsandra has been arrested after being caught selling liquor at double the price during lockdown. The accused Srinivas and his accomplice Shamulu have been arrested by Hebgodi police.